Hey, it's Martin from Music and Mind, professional musician, psychology grad and systemic coach. This is part 2 of my mini-series on AI for musicians. In part 1, we talked about creativity. Today we talk about something a lot of musicians secretly struggle with: productivity. Not the hustle culture version where you work 60 hours a day, but the version where you actually finish songs, release music and still have a life. In this video, I show you how to use AI to organize your projects, plan your time and communicate faster, so you can spend more hours in the studio or with your instrument and fewer hours drowning in chaos. Most musicians I coach are not lazy. They are busy all the time, but they're not moving on the things that really matter. They jump between ideas, get stuck in email, lose track of files and deadlines, and then feel guilty for not doing enough. Psychologically, that is a nasty combo. You feel tired because you're constantly busy, but you also feel guilty because you don't see real progress. Clear systems and priorities don't just make you more productive. They also can give your brain evidence that you're moving in the right directions. And that reduces the chronic low-level guilt a lot. AI can make this worse or much better. So let's talk about 3 simple ways to use AI for healthy productivity. Organize your work, plan your time, communicate faster. First, organize your work. Take one current project, an EP, an upcoming tour, a single release, and brain dump everything that's in your head into an AI chat. Example prompt: here's a big messy list of everything I think I need to do for my upcoming single release. Please turn this into a clear structured task list with categories like music, visuals, distribution, communication and mindset. You can ask AI to group tasks into categories, sort them by priority, and even add missing steps you might have forgotten. Now you have a project map instead of a storm in your head. From a psychological point of view, that matters a lot. When everything lives only in your head, your brain treats it as urgent and important all at once. And that's stressful. Once you externalize it on paper or in a tool, your system gets a signal. Okay, this is captured. I don't have to hold it all at the same time anymore. That frees up mental space for actually making music. Second, planning your time. Instead of saying, I need to work more on my music, you can use AI to create simple, realistic time blocks. Example prompt: I'm a gigging musician who also works part-time. I have 8 hours per week for my own music. Please create a realistic weekly schedule for me that includes 2 deep work sessions for writing or producing, 2 shorter admin blocks, and 1 flexible slot for whatever comes up. Keep it simple and sustainable. You can then adapt the schedule to your calendar and use it as a default template. The goal is not to have a perfect system. The goal is to remove the question, when should I do this, from your brain as often as possible, because psychologically every unanswered "when will I do this" is an open loop in your mind. Your brain keeps checking on it in the background, which costs attention and energy. Even if you don't actually do anything. When you give tasks a time and a place, your nervous system can relax a bit. And it becomes much easier to focus on the one thing in front of you. A lot of creative energy gets lost in writing the first rough ideas of things. Emails, social media captions, grant applications, biographies. Example from: write a short, polite email to a promoter asking about possible dates in May and June for my band. I wanted to sound friendly and professional, not desperate. You still read it, adjust it, and make sure it sounds like you. But you save 10 to 20 minutes of staring at a blank screen. And there's another psychological effect here. Starting is often the hardest part because it triggers micro-anxiety. What if I say it wrong? What if it sounds stupid? Letting AI write that first rough version removes that initial barrier. Once something is on the page, it feels much safer for your brain to switch into editing mode instead of I have to create this from nothing mode. One important thing here as a coach: productivity is not about doing more. It's about doing the right things with less friction. So when you use AI, ask yourself, does this actually help me focus on what matters? Or am I just creating more busy work for myself? Sometimes the most productive move is to let AI handle the admin so you can take a break, rest, and then come back with a clear mind. If you start using AI to organize your projects, plan your weeks, and handle first drafts of communication, you can free up a surprising amount of energy. And that energy is what you need for the next step. In part 3 of this mini-series, I will show you how to work with AI to define what success actually means for you and how to break that down into concrete steps. So, if you haven't yet, subscribe to Music and Mind, and I see you in the next episode.